Hi, Ben. It's Alexa Fischer, and I have to tell you, thank you for sending me your video. I cannot tell you how impressed I am by your energy, your enthusiasm. I did take an opportunity to look at a number of your videos, and I love some of the stuff that you're already doing. So let me address your three questions. One was involving the background, two was the lighting, and three was the length of your message. So first, in terms of your background, today I'm shooting with my iPad mini, which is my new favorite device to film with, and I'm filming in my studio. And as you can see, I have a plain white background. But instead of it being a sheet, it is just a sheer piece of paper. It's a big roll that we purchased so that I can be standing in front of it, seated in front of it. You can light it right now. There's the natural kick of the sunlight coming in through the window, and it gives a very, very clean look. So when I was looking at your video, I see, and I like the color very much, especially because you're going to do some minimization, minimize the frame, and I think the blue gives it a nice pop. But I did notice that there was a crease, meaning I think it's a piece of cloth that you're using instead of a piece of paper. So it's not bad, but if you did want to refine it even more, I'm going to be sending you some links where you can buy some very inexpensive rolls of paper that you can either rig up yourself through rope and hanging it on a door jamb or things like that, or they have very inexpensive stands that you can use. Just depends, but just be sure that you have the space to put the stand and the roll behind your desk. Now, secondly, your lighting. I love the improvement that you made, and I thank you so much for including the before and the after. But I agree, incandescent light is absolutely a very viable option to get a really crisp, clear look. So what we're going to do is I'm going to send you some links. I'll put it back in the context of the course itself, and I'll send you links directly. For Vimeo does some terrific tips about getting really great lighting in any situation, especially if you're going to be working with your monitor. I think that you want to make sure that you have a nice crisp look and try to avoid those hot spots. So play around with it. You can play around with different types of light bulbs. I'm also a big fan of those simple clip lights that have the big arm where you can, direct it and move it around. These are very inexpensive solutions. But if it is going to be a key element of what you do and how you teach, which I think is terrific, then I would invest $20 here and there to try and give yourself really great basic lighting that really makes it look very, very pro. And finally, the message. First of all, I love what you do. I think you've got such a great energy and enthusiasm, and I love the fact that you just go for it. But in going for it, maybe the idea that you tend to go on a little bit, we want to bring that back, because I'll tell you the truth, when people see a video that is anywhere over about 5 minutes, the first thing is, do I have time to watch this? And the sweet spot is between 2 or 3 minutes. So when you're thinking about your video content, I would recommend the following structure. Because I took the time to look through some of your other videos, I like the idea that you're going to have a distinct goal for what is the objective of whatever video that you're producing, and get clear about it. What's the one thing that you're going to talk about, and then what do you want your viewers to take away from it? So in this case, it could be just some knowledge, specifically what you're going to be doing online. Now, what I do like is the fact that you're talking to your audience, but then you turn to the on-screen capture of what you're doing online and showing them the how-to. Here's where I would play around with the structure a little bit, and this might help you with honing down the time of your message. Take the time in the beginning to be full screen, connecting your eye contact to that little viewer that's right on your recording device, because that way the audience, the viewer, gets to connect with you. And you can tell the viewer, hey, this is what we're going to be focusing on in this upcoming video. Make the connection. Then, and only then, minimize your screen to focus on whatever you're showing in the context of your screen flow, what you're showing in terms of moving your cursor around and showing them the how-to. That way you'll avoid, if you'll notice, if you go back to your videos, there's a bit where your eyes are really traveling the screen a lot. It's because you know that you're being captured with your webcam, but you're also looking at your screen at the same time. So it's a little like this. Like, okay, everybody, thank you for coming to my show today. We're going to be talking about, and your eyes are dancing around. And I say, leave that for later when the screen is minimized. in the beginning, really connect to your viewer by just talking right into the lens. You're not looking at yourself, which is here's me looking at myself in my front-facing camera, and this is me looking into the lens because I'm talking to you, Ben. So that would be my recommendation. When you get that specific, suddenly your video has structure. You set your objective, you make the connection with your audience by looking right into the lens. Then you can, in your case, minimize the screen and get right to the information that's going to be appearing on your computer screen. And that's why we don't mind that your eyes are going to be wandering and you're looking at your cursor and you're making things happen for you online. All of that together creates a really concise and compelling video, and you can begin to build your tribe of fans because they'll know what to expect every time you deliver your next segment. So Ben, thank you so much. I've subscribed to your channel, so I'm going to see more from you. But I thank you so much for your kind words about my class. I encourage you to continue creating great content and sharing your message all over the world. Take care, and let's stay in touch.